Okay, so today we're looking at Held's Hakuna 2 jacket. This is their mid-range $400-ish US on the international market. It was still in the US for a while. It's no longer available here, but I got this for about $375 off eBay direct from the Netherlands from Chromeburner. For that price, you're getting a pretty good four-season setup. It's not using like a name brand liner. It's got a removable waterproof liner, but it's got a really solid construction. Fit-wise, I'm about 5 feet 10 inches, about 190 pounds, and a 34-inch waist. I'm wearing a large. And on me, this is a really nice, snug, tailored fit. I think if I wanted to wear a thick winter layer, I would need to step up to an XL. But for mild to hot weather wear, this is perfect. And you can kind of see that on me, that it's got some nice adjusters down here. It has a gusset at the waist along with a shock cord. You have adjusters on the arms to snug things down and make sure the armor stays in place. And it's just enough to get a good tailored fit without being excessively small or large. But I think it's just a little bit snugger than you might expect for something like a climb, or I even tried the Kareze 2 previously, which is another Held Adventure jacket. And I think I remember that one fitting just a little bit looser all around. Material-wise, they say online it's Finoviter, denier, Cordura, and nothing else. Well, it's a little more than just that. You have a main chassis of Cordura, so all this like light-colored fabric you see is Cordura. But then from here all the way down on the forearm area, on the upper shoulder, so your impact zones, and then some like random embellishments, like down here on the hem and some places in the back, you have a much beefier feeling material that's almost a ripstop construction. I'm not sure what it is. They don't say what it is, but it feels similar to kind of some of the like generic ballistic fabrics that you see in some other brands. Definitely a tougher fabric all around. So that's better than just having Cordura. And interestingly enough, like the Kareze 2, which was previously a step up, it just has Cordura here. It has super fabric on the top, but nothing on the impact zones. Speaking of super fabric, you have a little tiny embellishment area here and here. I don't know what good that's really going to do. It looks cool, and that's about it. Otherwise, the other material of note is you have a kind of unlabeled stretch material running from the cuff all the way up the inside of the arm, and then this whole panel here underneath the armpits, and then around the back on the shoulders, which you can kind of see, that is all stretch, which is always really, really nice to get. It gives you that mobility. It makes it so that it doesn't bind around your armpits like I get with some jackets that use a solid panel there. They can kind of bind on you. So especially for an adventure jacket that's made to be worn when you're both standing and sitting on a bike, it's always nice to have that mobility. But I think the real strength of this jacket as a four-season adventure shell is the venting. It's quite remarkable, actually. You have your fairly standard long sleeve vents with a nice strap here in the middle, which will both help hold the jacket together in the case you go down with this open, but also prevents the jacket from kind of flopping open so much that your armor gets loose here. I've had that problem with some other jackets in the past that use a similar long vent, where if you don't run this adjuster over top so that you can snug it down a little, sometimes you can just feel the armor moving around. So that's really nice to have. And also under kind of construction, the zippers on this are primarily a Chinese brand. It's one of the smaller brands, so they definitely do a little cost cutting there. But your main construction zippers, like your main zipper and your jacket to pants, those are all big YKK Visalons. And these do feel very nice. It's just, they're always like, this is obviously a Visalon knockoff, but longevity maybe not quite so much. Also on the vent, a nice little detail you have here is if you want to maximize venting in the summer, it has additional Velcro here on the cuff where you can tighten the cuff adjuster down and have it not flop around. Additional venting. You have a exit vent here on the tricep area, which is really nice. In the front, you have two small vents here, which are also kind of additional pockets, but they do vent to your body. Behind this is where your chest protector pockets are, if you want to use chest protectors. You have really large vent panels on the outside, and in a exceptional detail, they are a ribbed 3D crush-proof mesh. So they're going to keep that vent away from your body and help promote airflow around your body instead of just getting pressed in under high speed. And by pushing the vent out this far, if you're on a larger adventure bike, you're going to get air flowing around your body that's still going to make it to the vent here. Some jackets I've seen, they position the strap-down vent more around here, and that doesn't always get a ton of flow-through airflow. You also have the ability to, like with most Hell jackets, they I think pioneered this center air zip, which I see a lot of brands using, but I believe Hell had it first. And on this jacket specifically, it's kind of set up for you to do a partial zip down, and this is a little hard to find when you're kind of just standing around. It's something you probably want to do before starting riding. But it has these little snap pulls on either side that come out from the panels, and that will help hold this open. So you get huge venting all the way through the front, and then you have your color loop back hiding way up here. That's honestly kind of a pain to get to, especially with a gloved hand. Anyway, it's there. So you'll get massive airflow all the way through. Additional venting you have, detail-wise, this side gusset is actually mesh-backed with a double zip, and you can zip it down to get some additional airflow on the sides. And then, of course, you have your two back exhaust vents, since you want airflow to come in and then go out. Other details on the front, you have your traditional pockets. Again, I said pockets up here. And otherwise, the rest of it's relatively simple. I think the big highlight is the venting. Pulling it apart, inside on the limbs, you're going to get standard SASTEC level 2 molecular armor. This is the stuff that's been around for forever. It's fine. It's not super high end. It's still level 2. It's very lightweight. It's a little bit stiff when cold. If you get one of the more expensive Hell jackets, they used to have the green, like cloverleaf armor that had more coverage. It was still a SASTEC. As of this year, I believe they've actually gone to D3O. And then also inside, you have, again, I said a waterproof removable liner. And this is it. I believe it's unbranded in the description. It's probably Riesa or one of the other lower end. But I mean, when you consider that Brevit's putting their Hydrotex 5,000-ish water column removable liner in gear that's more expensive than this. This is fine. You have the option, because Held uses a universal like clip-in system, which you can see the little blue bits here that pull out to have little snaps. You can clip in, I think, like a cooling vest, or they sell a separate Gore-Tex pack-like jacket that can be worn over top or underneath their jackets that you could always upgrade to if you wanted something more waterproof. Looking at the innards really quick, you have a nice fleece-lined collar. You have this, it's not a like super thick 3D mesh, but at least you're getting some texture here in front of the back protector to give you a little bit of airflow up and down your back. That's always nice to see. You have cool mesh in the upper areas where the chest protectors go. Your connection zipper, a zipper that opens up to reveal both the chest protector or the back protector pocket, and then a like secret pocket hiding in there. You have a number of pockets around the sides, including Napoleon pockets on a Napoleon pocket on that side, and then flipping it over. Like I said, you have gussets. You've got an additional snap adjuster to snug things down. In addition to the shock cord, your usual little rabbit pouch with more of that like tougher material in here as well. And that's about it for the Held Hakuna to jacket, there is a matching set of pants. I do not own them. They're very similar in construction, except they have a Pitards leather seat for both abrasion and kind of, I don't know, stickiness on the seat so you don't move around. And that's about it.